Welcome to another riveting edition of Speaking Life with Dr. Sabrina. I am your host, Dr. Sabrina Jackson. I am coined as the people expert because I help people with people, even if that person is themselves, because I say all the time that we think it's somebody else that needs the help, and it's really us standing in the need of some help. And so I do that in a myriad of ways. I am a clinical therapist by trade with over 30-something, I better say 30-something years of experience working with families and youth and couples and just you about name it. I done worked with them. And then I am a speaker and trainer. I've spoken all over the world. I've created a model called Essential Colors, which helps you understand how you're wired and then how to deal with people who are wired differently. And then out of that grew Essential Love Styles, which is for couples. Because, you know, love works God's way, but we try to do it our way. That's why we get jacked up all the time. And so I help people communicate more effectively with their life partner. And then I also am an author, and I have a publishing company. I publish my works as well as the works of others. And then I have a nonprofit called Sabrina's Girls, and Sabrina's Girls is a program where I work with young girls. I pick a school. I tell the principal that select. The only criteria is that they get in trouble for talking too much, and then I spend 8 to 10 weeks with them teaching them how to use their gift of gab for good and not for bad. And then at the end of the program, they have to deliver their speech that they created to a feeder school that feeds into their high school. So it's so much fun. Oh, my God. And they get Sabrina's Girls gear. It's all of that. And then I think, not lastly, then I also have another company called the Nonprofit Creators, where I help nonprofits start up. I do grant writing training. I do board development training, all things in the nonprofit world. And then lastly, the umbrella is my entertainment umbrella. And so under that umbrella, I do TV hosting. I'm on Fox 2 every Monday with Mental Health Mondays. And I do a podcast, which I'm doing here. And then I've been in 11 movies and some commercials. So yeah, all of that. So could you show my stuff? Show my stuff. I got some announcements to make. Let's see what's going on. And let me say this. To all of you who attended the Create Your Dream event, OMG, we had an incredible time. We really did. And so all the women there received their Essential Vision atlases, and they started to work on their pages because their atlas become a book of maps to their vision and their dreams. And so we had a good time. DJ Fingers, shout out to nephew DJ Fingers, kept us dancing. He had us hustling. Oh my God, we just had a good time. We had great food. So thank you to the Event House. The Event House is the location where we had it. It's on Southfield in Lathrop Village. Is right next to the Kinko's, and it's a gorgeous spot. And it used to be a male clothing store, so they took the 3 dressing rooms and they created selfie rooms. And so they're all decorated. You can go in and take pictures and things. It's so, so nice. And so Melissa Boyd Thomas is the proprietor there, and I'm just so proud of her. And then Jackson 5 Catering did our catering. We had amazing box lunches, and so we had a good time. So thank you for hanging out with me. And so the first announcement is the Dating Shenanigans anthology series. So I am doing an anthology, and anthologies are books where different people write their stories to go in the book. And so I am going to do a series of volumes of the Dating Shenanigans. So we have 6 different topical areas. We have the over 50 edition. We have the long distance edition. We have the online edition. We have the millennial edition. We have the dating with children edition. And then the church edition. Ooh, I can't wait. So if you have a story and you want to share it and you want to become a published author alongside me, you can reach out to me on Instagram at the People Expert _ or on my website, sabrinajackson.com. Next. That's a cute picture, too, by the way. And then next is under the Nonprofit Creators. I am having a Ready, Set, Done nonprofit startup class. It's going to be held next week, January the 31st, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you're going to do everything in that class to become a 501c3. You're going to do your articles, you're going to get your tax ID number, and you're going to complete the application for 501c3 all in one day. Your fee includes lunch, continental breakfast, parking, because we're downtown at the Grand Valley University Detroit campus, and so they have enclosed parking, and I cover parking for everyone that comes. So if you're interested, check us out on the web. You can go to my website, or if you follow me on social media, they're posted there and you can sign up. But I only take 10 people because it's so hands-on. And I look at every single thing before you push send. Because what I've learned is just because I'm showing you on the screen don't mean that that's what people do. So if I don't check it, I don't want you to come back and say, well, I didn't get mine. Well, you didn't do what you were supposed to. So that's that. What's next? Oh, I'm so excited. So I am going to be leaving this week. I'm going out to Hollywood, California, and we're filming the first live taping of my new talk show called Life Made Easier with Dr. Sabrina and Company. And it's going to be held in Hollywood, our first one. We're going to film 2 episodes there with a live audience. And so if you're in the LA area, you want to come hang out with me, oh, yes, I want to see you. We got incredible guests. Michael Collier, the comedian, a legendary comedian, is like a brother to me. So he's my first comedic guest. Every episode we're going to have some comedy. Because it's going to give you a feel of a Johnny Carson mixed with a Phil Donahue. Mm-hmm. It's going to be, because I'm going to talk to the audience. I'm going to go out to the audience. Yo-Yo, the rapper, she's confirmed as a guest because she does amazing things out in the LA area for young people. So we're going to be talking about how to make your life easier with Dr. Sabrina. Is that it? That's good. That's good. That's good. So, you know, I tell you every week, I know incredible people. I am so tremendously blessed because I know incredible people, and today's no different. Oh, my goodness. I got 2 men in the building, y'all. And, you know, I like men. I'm just saying. I like men. But I have talented men. I have men who are gifted and talented in what they do. And so first I want to introduce Black. Don't you just love that name? Black. Because not only is he black, but that is his stage name. And then Black does, I met him through the incredible poetry that he does. I mean, you know, like incredible poetry that he does. Like make you want to slap somebody kind of poetry that he does. But then he also has spent over 30 years working with young people and mentoring and working at Akibalan Village. And he's going to be talking about the things that he's doing with our young people. And so can you welcome Mr. Black?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Oh, my God. You are so talented.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, I think I'm supposed to be seeing you like on TV.
Probably not. Probably not.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm made for camera and all that.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. I just like doing poetry and writing. I like the people, you know?
Well, more people can see you on TV.
That's true. That's true. So maybe I need to change the way I'm thinking about it.
I think it starts with what you're thinking. What you think is what you speak, and what you speak is what you create.
Love it. Love it.
So just change your thinking. This is my prayer, just for me. I want my light to shine so brightly that it touches people that I never see.
Love it. That's real.
I never see them. I don't know, because I'm just doing what God has told me to do. And you gifted, sir.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So then, Kamar, did I say it right?
Kimani.
Kimani! Oh, because I thought that was an art because I don't have glasses on.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so let's talk about Kimani. Kimani, yep, they call you Light Bulb.
They do.
And why do they call you Light Bulb?
Well, the nickname was actually given to me by my uncle when I was a child. I mean, it's no secret. I'm pretty light.
Oh, that's what it is. I got black and light in the building. I love it.
But I'm a light everywhere I go. So
I love it. So you were raised in Detroit, and that you represent proudly the nickname that you were given as a child. Following the light bulb is to find the higher thoughts, a natural mission he has been on. Knowingly, first unknowingly. You didn't even know you was on that.
I had no idea that that's what was going on. It's just, it's kind of, I had the light bulb moment.
You had an aha moment.
Yeah, I had those are the light bulb moments that you have, and it's like, wow, okay, all my life this is what has been going on, kind of in the background. It's kind of like if you're an actor on stage and you finally figure that character out, you figure out who this character really is that you've been playing. When you get their story or you talk to the director or the writer, you're like, wow. Okay, this is really it. You've been doing it the whole time naturally, but then you have that moment. It's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. This is me.
That's so good. It's so good when you get the realization of what you really is. Because when you get it, it doesn't mean that everybody else gets it. That's the biggest thing, is that sometimes we get to the point that we expect other people to get it, and it ain't for them to get. It's just for us to walk out what's inside of us. Mm-hmm. And so let me start with Black. What made you start doing poetry and writing?
I always have. I can't remember a time I wasn't trying to write a gospel song or a gospel rap or a play or some kind of writing was always in my life. And my father being a minister, and then all of my uncles are musicians, it just came naturally.
Why didn't I know your father was a minister?
I don't know.
I did not know that.
Yeah. He was a bishop of a church for about 30 years.
Which church?
Holy City. It was on Bewick and Mack. And then it was on Mack and Manistee. It's now an insurance company or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you a PK?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that, and I did not know that you were doing gospel plays and gospel poetry. I didn't know that because I'll be real honest. I have to be honest. The first poet piece that I heard was very erotic in nature. It was like, oh my,
yeah,
oh my.
I guess I'm real rounded or something.
So, what made you dive off from the gospel stage or lane to do more real? We'll just call it real life.
That's perfect. That's
real
perfect.
Life.
Just not trying to put a cap on myself with my writing.
Okay.
Being a PK, you sort of get boxed in because you don't want to
offend.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to do my own thing. And my father's always been very, giving and stuff like that. And he understands, especially with all my uncles being musicians and singers and stuff like that. So he knows both sides. So he knew that I was writing, everything.
Just everything.
Everything.
Everything. So gospel writing, plays. I didn't know you did plays.
Yeah, I wrote a lot of stuff. None of it's published or nothing. Well, my dad's church still do a couple of my songs that I wrote back in the day, but outside of that.
So what would you say is your goal for yourself?
I just like to express myself. I really do. I like for people to be around me and have the Me Too moment. Like, I felt exactly like that at one point. And thank you for articulating it.
That's good. So how often do you perform?
Not as much as I used to. I try and perform at least once a month just to keep the,
chops sweat.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I had to think about it I got to think about it. We got to get more black. We got to get more black. Just get more black. Maybe you could write a poem for my show.
I would love to.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh my God! Thank you, Holy Spirit. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that.
that would be a great
Yeah, Speaking Life.
Speaking Life with Dr. Sabrina.
Yeah, speaking life.
Oh my God!
Yeah, let's do it.
Don't you love
The
it?
wheel's turning already. Y'all don't see the wheel right here. It's buffering
It's
right
like
now. Yeah, it's buffering right now.
I love it. Okay, that's good. Okay, Kimani.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, what do you do?
I do it all. I'm a think artist. I'm a writer and a poet as well.
What's a think artist?
So a think artist is, I actually created that term for myself.
I love that because I've never heard that.
Yeah, so because I do so many things, I had to create a term. It started when I started trying to do my resume, and it's like I can't fit everything on here. I write, I direct, but I write in a multitude of ways, so it's not just directed in one spot. Like with poetry, I've written for the stage as well. I've written for movies. I've directed a film. I've directed stage. I have. What else have I done writing wise? Well, that's just writing. But I'm an engineer. I teach meditation.
Okay, because that was like astrology.
I'm a wealth of knowledge.
History.
Anything that has to do with the mind, anything that has to do with thought, it's
History.
there. All of it.
Religion. Metaphysics.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so. Like, what would you say your goals are for yourself?
I kind of like Black's answer is to express myself, and also, like he say, is to have people have that Me Too moment. For me, is to give the light bulb moments.
I love it. I love the light bulb. So, do you have a logo that has a light bulb?
I do. Actually,
I love it. I love it. He had to. It would not be right if he did.
Yeah, the logo does have a light bulb on it.
I love it. I love it. So, what do you have coming up?
So right now I am doing my meditation sessions right now. So I have a workshop that's 8 sessions long. I'm doing them right now at Washington Community College. The online version will be available in February. And then I'm looking at maybe in March to do the in-persons around the city. Writing-wise, I have a project called The Story Of that we are finishing up to figure out how we want to present it.
Okay.
It is, the way it's written is so, to me, it's uniquely thought-provoking because it takes you on a journey of thought that is very individualistic.
Okay.
So there could be a room of 30 people and every single person will have a completely different experience after that journey.
Wow.
That's so deep. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I want to be a part. I love thinking. It's funny because I consider myself, with, of course, all the different things that I do, but I am an idea generator. I just generate ideas. So I can talk to like my clients when they call me to come and do training or speaking and stuff, and I'll go, well, let's just have a chat. And so while we're talking, ideas are generated. And so I can never tell a person, and this may be one of the reasons that I struggle with doing a proposal for a client, because they'll just say, well, just send me what you can do. I said, well, I don't know how to put that on paper. Because because even if I put it on paper when I come, it's not going to be that, because God's going to use me for the people that's in the room at that moment. Mm-hmm. And that don't have nothing to do, like I might have put on the paper that I'm going to do team building, but they may need grief sessions. They may need.
You're a multifaceted tool. You are a think artist, Dr. Sabrina.
Oh.
Hey.
I'm a think artist.
It's the same deal. Sometimes I'll walk into a space and not know how I'm going to be used.
I don't know. And I plan, like, I'll give an example of when I do Fox 2. So when I do Fox, the reason that I do acronyms because people can remember them. And so as soon as I get off air, people are texting going, oh my God, I never thought about that. And I can remember because and then I'll run into people and they've taken pictures of the screen and they have them all in their phone. and they go, I remember when you talked about this, and you talked about this, and this really helped me this. But
Nice.
in the moment, so I'll do the frame, but when I'm in the moment, what I say about the frame, I never know what it's going to be.
It just kind of comes to you.
It just comes to me. It just comes.
Yeah, you a
know.
vessel. Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
that's it. You just allow yourself to be used.
So let me ask this question to both of you. What has been the most challenging part of being who you are and doing what you do?
Ooh, with me, I know I'm a softie. I'm a giver. And at
You're
a
a
fault.
blue.
Oh, see. Right. So I have to learn not to give everything. So my sisters, my bros, they always have to tell me, hey, you can't give it all away. You know, but I believe I want to leave here empty, you know, so.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my hardest thing.
It's the saying no.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the saying no. It's the setting up the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So do you even think in terms of boundaries?
Yeah, I don't think no. I hate the word no.
Wow.
Yeah, so we gonna figure this out. We gonna keep going. Pressure make diamonds. So we gonna go, and we gonna figure it out.
Okay.
This is a question, and I actually really love this question. I love questions.
I do too.
especially these kind.
I'm a great question asker.
You would love some of my writing.
Oh yeah, I love a question.
It's very questiony. But the hardest part of being me, I would say, is looking for places to fit in when I fit nowhere, but everywhere at the same time.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So, you know, I said this the other day to somebody that there's a difference between being a trailblazer and a pathfinder. A pathfinder is following somebody else's path, but a trailblazer is creating a path where there is no path. And so I know I'm a trailblazer. Nobody does what I do the way that I do what I do when I do what I do. And so it's difficult sometimes sitting in that seat, because if you look at how other people are doing stuff and you go, well, I don't really do it that's not going to work for me. And then when it doesn't, and then you go to like trainings or just say, like I remember years ago, and I'm much older than both of y'all. I just had a birthday, by the way.
Happy belated.
Yeah, happy belated.
It was
That's
Friday.
Right. Yeah.
It was Friday. But I remember when I first started my business, and I went to this workshop about marketing your business, things of that nature. And one of the things that the man told me, he says, you should not put your picture on things. And you shouldn't put your picture on things because you want to stay generic, and because people may not like your look. They may not want to use you because of your look. And I just remember going, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when I show up, I'm going to show up how I look. So if you don't like black people, I don't want you to be surprised that
Right.
a black person coming. If you don't like a person who has locked hair, I have locked hair. And it's not going anywhere. So I says, now, the reason that I differ with your opinion is because the one thing that is unique and most memorable about me is me.
Yeah.
Why
Exactly.
Why hide you?
Right.
What am I hiding from?
Right. I like me.
Love me.
And when I tell you I love a picture of me, I take pictures every day.
I heard that.
I do. I love a picture of me. So I don't listen. One of the things I say, you don't require outside validation to what God put in you. Mm-hmm. You just got to walk out what you do.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Uh-oh, this phone will ring all day. People know I'm busy. I don't know why they just keep calling. They just keep calling. So, okay. You do poetry too?
Yes.
Okay, give me something.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I know you didn't
Let's
think
see.
you was coming. You wasn't
Let's
getting
see.
me. And so
Let's see. You want to go?
I want to go wherever you want to go.
comical?
I want to go wherever you want to go.
Okay. let's go.
I want to go where you want to go. We don't have restrictions here.
I love that because I'm not a man of restrictions.
I don't like restrictions. Let's do it all.
This is called Poetic Device.
Poetic Device.
It's the year 2000 something, or whatever the Gregorian calendar says. Time is unimportant. It only exists to the clock watchers and anxious thinkers. We are not that. Committed to the character that we play, we walk these streets different. Not shackled in the chains to a certain state. Free living, free walking, free talking, and most of all, free thinking. We are the question askers, risk takers, and deep divers into the darkness, excavating and uncovering the reality of reality. The light seekers and workers bringing in the new age, at least that's what they say. It's not a gang or a club. You do your own initiation. Just be ready to fight. We back down to nobody, not even the biggest dog in the yard. Now let's remove fear from the conversation. Who are we really? What's our drive, our motive? Are we bad? Are we good? Does it matter? We all playing a role, right? Just a bunch of characters playing characters. Who's the ringleader? Maybe it's the one calling the shots. Could it be the observer? Sitting quietly in the back, stone-faced, unmoved. There's power in silence, but also in a voice. Which one dominates? Or is dominance not the goal? What voice do you listen to? Who is who? And if you don't know how to find the one that belongs to you, first find out what's in your heart.
So where does the snapping come from?
I never knew.
Yeah, it's like the quiet clap. It's the poetic version of a clap.
It's the poetic version of a clap, because when you go places and they have poetry, instead of you clapping, people snap. So that's what that is, just in case you're not poetic out there and you're watching. Okay. Yeah, that was a little deep.
That was a little shallow for me.
That was a little shallow for you.
That was the shallow end for me.
That's the shallow end. Wow.
Yeah, that's the shallow end for me.
Wow. That's a little deep.
Oh, okay.
So you do astrology.
I do.
And so what do you do with astrology? You do people's charts? Or?
Yeah, I can read a chart up and down.
Okay. So you do charts for people, or you just interpret charts for people?
Well, as far as doing a chart, you don't necessarily do a chart. I mean, it's really all just math.
Okay.
So all you need is your birthday.
Okay.
Birth time would make it even better.
Yeah. Okay.
So you put that in, you pump out a chart, and I go from there. So
wow.
And I like to use people's charts to teach them more about themselves, help them learn about themselves. I felt like once you know your chart, you really start to gain a lot more power.
You do.
And knowledge over yourself. And I think that's, pretty important. A lot of people, they'll be like, oh, I look at my horoscope and I'm a Scorpio, I'm a Cancer, or I'm a Capricorn. It's like, you are actually all 12 signs.
Yep.
And you're more than just your sun sign. That sun sign is just the ego, the expression, that's one small part of you, and those planets talk.
Yes, they do. So how do you handle when people say that astrology is like, do they say it's witchcraft, or they say?
They say a lot of things. I mean, it depends on who's saying it and where they're getting that from, I mean, you can ask that person. I would ask that person, well, do you know your moon sign? And if they tell me no, then I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you don't necessarily have the knowledge or the grounds to tell me what something is if you have not done any research on it.
I feel
or
that
studied
same
it.
way. Oh my God. I say, you're not even in a position to have the debate.
Yeah. I would love to discuss the debate, but if you don't have any knowledge on what it is that I do, I can't do anything with that.
And it's been around thousands of years, so it has some kind of
validity.
Yeah, exactly.
And biblically.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all through the Bible.
All through the Bible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I be saying to people, what Bible are you reading exactly?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll take them to Genesis. What is it, 1:14? When he made the greater light and the lesser light. Mm-hmm. He made the stars and put them in the firmament and called it good. That's. I mean, I don't want to go, all the way into that, but
yeah. That's important, though. I think it's important so that people can have the freedom and liberty to be all that they are and not pigeonholed to just parts of who they are.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'll say, I don't even want to have the discussion because you're not ready for where I think.
Yeah, can't argue with fools. And that's not to demean anybody or talk lower of anybody, but I just think, you know, when it comes to astrology, that's just something that I think, especially in this day and age, that's something that you should know, honestly, or at least start learning and get to know. Like, it's going to become very, very important. Mm-hmm. Very important. So
do you feel that with astrology that you should listen or read your horoscope daily or no?
It depends on your reason or intention for listening to it or watching it. It's really space meteorology in a way. So the same way people check, the weather forecast for the week or for the day. I mean, cool. You can look at it, but make sure you're looking at it with the correct eye and the correct ear. And not, like I say, you shouldn't just look at your sun sign. Your sun will give you one, piece of the picture.
It's
one
almost
piece of
like
the
a
puzzle.
Kaleidoscope.
It really is.
I love a kaleidoscope.
Engineers laughing. Yes, I actually wrote a piece called Kaleidoscope.
I love a kaleidoscope because it has all these different views. I love a kaleidoscope. I do too. I do. I'm a kaleidoscopic woman.
I'll show you the kaleidoscope piece after the
cool.
show.
I want to see
it. But yeah, you got to look at your sun sign. You got to look at your moon sign, which is more internal. You got to look at your rising sign, which gives you more of a whole picture. And then you got to look at the aspects in your chart. It's so much deeper than just reading your horoscope.
And so do you do numerology as well?
I don't utilize it as much because I feel like I'm a baby as far as numerology goes.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use it for someone else if I don't feel comfortable.
Right.
But
That's that green. Yeah. That's that green. Greens ain't gonna talk about something unless they know what they talking about.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna surface you. So if you ask a green a question and they are not really sharp on the answer, they're gonna remain silent.
Yeah.
But when they know the answer, you better take out your pad and paper because they're going to go deep. Yes, and you're always thinking.
Nonstop.
That's what greens do. They're thinkers. 5
different trains of thought at one time.
At one time. I love it. That's exciting to me. I like talking to thinkers because I'm a thinker. But I got a lot of blue. My colors are blue and green tied.
You're a feeler.
So I'm a feeler and a thinker at the same time. It's really, but what I've learned about myself in my personal, love relationships, I want the man to do blue things for me. So I love romance. I love candy and, all the sappy stuff. But I don't want to do that to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to do the green things.
Okay, the green things is
the thinker. I want to think. I want to.
She wants to be the stoic of the relationship.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
such a giver. I always say I'm a great gift giver. So for no reason, all of a sudden you got this amazing gift, and it's like you can have it forever. Like that kind of energy. I love giving gifts. So
I love gift giving, but because I do colors. That I am really strategic about what gift I give to the person. So I know how they're wired. So if I'm thinking about, even with a person who likes books, if you're a blue person that likes books, you're going to like a different type of book than a green person that likes books, or a gold person that likes books, or an orange person that likes books. So because I know that, if I'm going to buy a person something, I'm going to laser focus it to who I know who they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's interesting.
You say that's interesting?
It is.
The thinker?
I mean,
he's thinking.
I'm thinking a lot.
He's
right
thinking.
Now.
He's thinking.
Because it's interesting the way that people gift, whether they're a gift giver or not. Mm-hmm. Like me, I don't consider myself a great gift giver because sometimes I find it hard to figure out, okay, which gift would be perfect for this person. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like I gift great experiences.
Okay.
I like experiences, and I try to give other people experiences. So I'd rather take you somewhere or do something with you as a gift.
But you know what's so important? And this is so huge. That's what we all do. Generally, people do for others what we like, which may not be what they like.
But see, I'll try to cater it to what they, because I might not want to go and do what this is.
What this is.
Yeah.
But I know
I'll
they like
go,
it.
If they
like
like,
it.
oh, I really want to go do this, I would love it.
I think why?
Okay,
why does it
fine.
think we talk about a woman? Because he changed his whole voice.
It could be that, or it could be a guy. It could be, oh, okay, I want to go see the monster trucks. Okay, secretly, I do want to go see the monster trucks.
Yo, for real.
But-
I'm a big kid,
Yeah.
man. Like, I will definitely go
I'm
check it
out
out.
there. You know, I'm there.
Actually, I got a monster truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one.
Yeah. It's about a foot and a half in there.
Really?
Yeah. It's fun, man. We go mudding in and everything.
Oh, man, that's dope.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm a fan.
Now he's fanning out. He's fanning out.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it. It was my primary vehicle for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Knowledge, all of them. Yeah, it's hilarious. They're like, man, I'm tired of getting into this big old truck.
Yeah, how do people get up in it?
You just gotta climb. You know, and then we make jokes about our vertically challenged people. We're not gonna call them short. But we be like, yeah, man, we just gonna have a trampoline in the back so you can just jump in, yeah.
A trampoline in the back. Oh my God.
If somebody
A
wants to get me
monster
a gift.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I do want to shout out my friend Mason. He is probably, and I've told him this every time, he's probably the best gift giver I've ever met. Ever. And he loves giving gifts. So he got me Christmas gifts, and every time I'm like, bro, like, how are you this good at gift giving? Like, it's
Right.
like, it's
Some
kind
people
of
really
ridiculous.
are just.
It's an art.
It's an art to
is.
it. It's an art to it. Now, the thing that I like about people who are close to me, it means a lot to me if the person really knows me. So I'll give this example. The other day, I was in the car and I was talking about how I hate that I couldn't get my favorite dish anymore, because my favorite dish was at Wolfgang Puck, and it was their Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. They were, I don't know what he did to those potatoes, but they were so good that I would go down, park in the valet. This was before the pandemic. Park in the valet, run through the casino, go to the restaurant. When they saw me, they knew what I wanted. I wanted 2 orders to go, and I would get my 2 orders, take them home, and I'd be happy. I'd be in heaven. And so I told my girlfriend, I was just talking to her the other day, and I said, I just feel kind of sad because I can't get my favorite dish. And she said, what, them Wolfgang Puck potatoes? I literally start crying. I start crying because I could not believe that she knew that. That was huge for me.
It's the little things.
It's those little things. Like, she really pays attention to me.
That's your girl, right?
That's my ace. Because people who are close to you, you want them to pay attention to you. You know.
But you like that because you're a thinker. And you
Really?
think about people.
I do think about people. But you know what I have to work on? This is just my own transparent moment. Is comparing myself to others. Because comparing yourself to others is a self-defeating attitude and behavior. It really is. Because if you spend your time looking at what somebody else is doing, you have less time thinking about what you're doing. So I have to watch that, because I do watch what other people do or how they do for other people. Then when it's my turn, if it doesn't happen, then my feelings get hurt. That's the blue. So the blue in me, my feelings will get hurt, but then I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah.
Because greens don't talk about their feelings. Like, not really. We talk about what we think. We don't talk about what we feel. And if people are all in their emotions, and we think that they're being irrational, so when they calm down, then we can talk. But
Yeah.
I
pretty
mean, sometimes
fact-based.
people are a little irrational.
see?
It's like,
You say just a little
Just a tad.
Just a little bit. just a little bit.
Just a lot. Just a lot. So yeah, that's a huge thing for me. So I'm really working on that. That's like a really big focus, and I could tell. So I'll be irritated. So usually the only time I'm irritated is when I'm paying attention to something I really shouldn't be paying attention to.
Gotcha.
Really, it's just when I'm straight on me, because I know that God is doing tremendous things in my life. Tremendous things in my life. And if I can stay there, I'll be uplifted and motivated. But then I look over there and go, oh.
It's natural.
Mm-hmm. But I got to do better. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that.
You're not that.
Yeah, you're not. You've always been a light. You've always been very pleasant. You have always greeted me with love when I was cooking at 1917. Okay, with flour all over my shirt.
I loved you.
Yeah. So you've always been someone I love to see, and you're just an amazing person.
Thank you so much. So with that, Black, give us something.
Uh-oh.
And you know I want something that I like.
Okay.
Did I say it that way? I need something grown and sexy. Grown. I need something grown.
How far are we going with this? I mean,
this is not a kid show. It's not a kid show. This is a grown-up show. This is a grown-up show.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I told her that it pleases me. It pleases me to watch her please herself. She told me that she aims to please, but she might need some help. I said I would, but if she could please herself for me, that would make me extremely pleased. She did. So I relished her release. I was intrigued by her ease. I wanted it to be that easy for me. She assured me that it would be, and it was. Since it was, her pleasure tastes incredible. Her waist, my mistletoe. You know, below a mistletoe, you're supposed to kiss. We did French. So soft, her lips, hence. Me taking my time and not being there for a few minutes, I made sure time was took to ensure that nook transformed into sauna, then tsunami, then hurricane. Damn how I love her tidal waves. I can tell they're approaching by the way her earthquakes. It's such a delicious disaster. Such a delicious destruction. She's such an amazing woman. I don't know how she runs coming or come running, but either way, it's something worth indulging. But please yourself for me, because that makes me extremely pleased.
Can I say some words? Can I say some words?
Come on, Thinker.
I'm listening to. I love to. I'm a wordsmith, so I love just the way that people play with words. Right. Your vowels, eloquent.
Oh man. Thank you.
The speech patterns, your rhyme scheme.
Thanks, homie.
Great.
Good looking.
It reminds me. I'm not comparing, but I'm comparing.
Oh man, I ain't tripping.
Wale-esque.
Okay.
Because the way that he flowed, like he's
dope,
man.
bro.
He is incredible.
He's dope.
He is incredible. I think he's a wordsmith who just can rap.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a better poet than he is a rapper.
Me too. And I would love to hear more of his poetry. I just think that, financially he found his lane.
Yeah.
So I feel him. You're going to get that bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going to get that
pay
pay.
him more.
Yeah.
It'll pay him more. But he's too good for rap.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. He a wordsmith. I love him.
Yeah. But no, I like that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. I'm just like, wow. That's so good. That's so good in the middle of the day. You remember the song, Afternoon Delight? That just felt like an afternoon delight. It just felt delightful. That is so, you are so good.
Thank you.
With
so
ease.
Good. With ease, like it was nothing. So I'm pleased. I'm just saying. I love it. So, I love good questions. So as a person who is always thinking. This is for both of you. Always thinking, and when we look at what's going on in the world today, as we look at the politics, as we look at the homeless situation, as we look at domestic violence on the rise, what things do you feel your words can do to help shine a light or help people think differently or help? Help.
Man,
I need somebody. Help.
Yeah,
Not just
like
anybody.
I want my words to help in any way it can. I think that we forget that we're all one in a sense, you know? And with things being so quick, you really don't have to work for nothing. You know, like it's I miss the times of you having to look in the dictionary for a word rather than grab your phone. You know, you can.
I still have an actual
Me too.
dictionary.
That's my favorite book.
And the dictionary that I have is called the Noah Dictionary. It's from 1823. Look at your face.
Wow.
Look at your face. Look at your face. Ooh.
Hey.
And so what I love about that particular dictionary is that it really breaks down the origin of the word, where
Etymology.
it came from, and then it gives all these different contexts. It's so much deeper than the regular. But Webster came from this Bible.
Got you.
It came from this Bible, but I have it.
That's
I
awesome.
have the original one. And it literally, this is bad to say. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. It literally is on the side. It's in my bed.
I heard that.
It's like on the other side of my bed because I don't have nobody. So
Hey,
ain't nobody over there.
You got the word, though.
But I got
Right.
the word. So literally, I will be thinking about something, and then a word will pop in my mind, and then I'll just go into a deep dive of understanding the word.
It's
I love
just
it.
everything is just so quick now. Like
Yeah, it's too fast.
Yeah, like I remember I used to love letters.
I still love letters.
You know,
I still
like,
want some.
you get
Could
some
somebody
perfume
write me
on
a
it.
letter?
Yeah, write
Just
me a
write
letter
me
too.
a letter. Just write me a letter. And not a paragraph.
Pages.
and not 4 spaces between each line. I'm just saying.
And then I used to tell you if you had somebody that had some sense too, because
Come on.
you know, like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
okay, you got a family that cared that you know how to spell.
That you know how to
You know
spell,
what I'm
and that
saying?
you can do a whole sentence with correct
Yeah,
grammar, and
yes.
punctuation, and when I tell you, it's one of my major pet peeves if somebody texts me and they use the wrong word like if they say I'm here,
Yeah.
but they spell it HEAR. That's gonna make me
Oh.
upset. That's gonna make me upset.
Right.
That's a little bad.
So, you know, again, I got like 10 young guys that's always at my house, that's always around me. They text IZ, and then they have a whole line of letters that they think my 43-year-old self supposed to understand. So I'd be like, nephew, what is this?
What is this? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I was just letting you know I was on my way and I'd be there in 15 minutes.
And all of that is all an acronym.
Yeah, like, and you know, like I told you, you know, one of them 6'8". I can't.
You can't strangle them because you can't get up to them.
Yeah, I can't get up to them. Yeah, but it drives me crazy. And they always Riz and no cap.
Oh, yeah.
And
The slang is.
what's up, gang?
different.
You know.
The slang
does
changes.
Do you see? And I do still want your answer to the question. By the way, I don't forget.
No problem.
Do you think that with these, contraptions and that we're texting, that it has caused us just in our regular communication with each other to be limited?
Lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do think that.
Yeah, because even grown-ups, I mean, even people that, be right back. I remember the first time somebody put be right back, it took me an hour. I kept saying, what is that? What is, why? What that mean? And I have to look it up because I don't know what it means. Because I still text in a complete sentence.
Yes, with periods.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do. Yes, and commas, and yes, I just do.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And then I'm sorry,
Oh,
but
no,
this
you're
is
good,
something
you're
else
good.
that my guys and people, I'm not going to say all of them, but they're socially awkward because they're so socially into.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
loved on this, but when you put them in a room with everybody,
and they got to talk, and you got to put the phone down.
yeah, but everybody is still.
Yes. You see
know,
it
when you
at
take
the
a pic.
restaurant. Yep. You
Yeah.
see it at restaurants.
I don't
People
wanna go
are
on a
sitting at
date
the
and
same
looking at your
table. Ooh. Now, I will say this.
That's disrespectful.
That has been dangerous for me because this phone rings all freaking day. I got a lady that texts me. Well, she called while I was on air. So when I'm on air, it's live. So I have my phone up under my leg, and then if someone calls, I don't have the ringer on, but you hear the little buzz, and so I can hear it in the monitor. And so it was because it threw us off. So Ryan went. He just looked like, what's going on over there? And I'm telling people, and all they want to say is, I see you on TV. I know I'm on TV.
If you see me on TV,
I know I'm on TV. I see you on TV right now.
okay, well, continue using your eyeballs.
Right.
When I say I get that every week, somebody texts me or call me and say, I see you on TV right now. I see you on TV.
I know.
Right
Because
now.
I'm on TV.
I'm on TV. For
And
you
I'm
to
telling
see
people,
me.
it is live. Now, when you see me in the evening and we do the thing, Ryan and I, or one of them, would do a little snippet of where we're standing. That's not live. We tape that after I do my live segment. So they'll play it later in the day.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of nice. It was kind of nice. But I was like, I want people to just, but I am bad. So now I try to leave my phone in my purse
Gotcha.
and then leave my purse in the car.
It's a beautiful detachment exercise.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like
Or if I go to bed at night, I plug it in a whole nother room.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Because my first thing to do if I'm like not sleeping or if I'm woke, then I grab my phone and get to strolling, and it'll be hours
Of just scrolling, yeah.
of just scrolling, just reels, just oh that's cute, oh that's nice,
Yep.
oh let me save that, or let me buy that. When I tell you I buy so many things in the middle of the night. I do.
Gotcha.
I buy.
Yeah.
They get me
Gotcha.
because they say, "Do you want AI to do such and such?" Yeah, I do.
See, remember
How much it costs?
Remember when
I
it used
love
to be
those
just
gloves.
be one thing because it was an infomercial that was on TV for
Yes,
3 hours in
yes,
the middle of the
yes,
night.
yes.
Now it's 50,000 things. You could just scroll.
Just
and
scroll.
Just scroll everything.
Something that me and my homies do. We all sit our phone down and we'll all just sit it down when we're going to a restaurant or whatever, and whoever phone rings first got to pay the bill.
Oh,
So
I ain't playing that game.
people purposely be like, "Hey man, listen, I'm in a real big meeting. Don't call me for the next 2 hours." You know, and everybody trying to hurry up, and everybody got to sit their phone down.
okay.
And yeah,
Wow, that's a great activity.
Yeah.
I can hear my son not going, "Mom, put your phone down. If the phone rings,
Hey,
you got to
you
pay
got
the
to pay the
tab.
bill." Because I promise you, I don't pay tabs. I don't pay tabs. With my son? Oh no.
All right.
My son's there? My son is there?
Yeah,
Oh
my mom would talk on the phone and say, "Yeah, pay that." All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still talking on the phone.
I'm still gonna talk on my
Get
phone.
get that. And get hers too. Because
Yeah.
I promise you, I believe that a man should pay the dude. I just do.
Hey, that's an all-right
look,
feeling.
Miss Patty, look. She's
All right
another
now,
one.
Miss Patty.
She's another one. Miss Patty know what I'm doing right now. She know. And when I answer the phone, she gonna say, "Oh, excuse me, baby. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't realize it wasn't over yet. I didn't. Okay. Because this morning,
I really want you to answer just like this.
what? Hey, Miss Patty. What you gonna say? I'm in the middle of my podcast.
Oh, that's what I was calling. Actually, you not. That's why I texted to you and say that.
Oh yeah, because I'm on the podcast right now. Tell the people hi.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, Miss
hey,
Patty.
Miss Patty.
I said, how y'all doing?
See where she at now. See when she coming home so we can eat.
Look.
I heard that. Miss Pat.
Yes.
Yes,
so
Miss
we
Pat.
can
Fan of the
eat.
foods.
All right, I'll call you back. I'm going to send an Uber for you.
For where? To go where?
We're going to J. Alexander's because I was going to J. Alexander's anyway, so I'm just going to send an Uber for you.
Why?
So you can come.
Where's J. Alexander's?
It's a restaurant. I got to go. Look.
Which one? Wait a minute.
What's the plan here?
They got those potatoes that you was talking about.
What's J. Alexander's? That's my bonus mom. Okay, you ain't getting out of answering my question.
Okay. I'll make it quick because I know we're pushing time. But I will say, quick 2-second story, 20-second story. My grandmother, she got me what made the dictionary one of my favorite books. She got me a dictionary that was about this big as a kid, and I used to love flipping through it. And I think that was probably where I got my love of words. And I still study etymology and the meaning of words and where they come from. And I think that has translated into me being the writer that I am and being able to use my words to communicate things and stir up feelings that actually awaken people to who they are and what they are on the inside and kind of bring out that inner light for them. And so I've noticed sometimes there's like this natural ability with, I don't know if it's just words in general that I use or how it's written or the way I speak it. Sometimes people just have like these very cathartic experiences that I still cannot explain. And so I'm like, okay, well, if that's how I'm going to be used, I guess I'll just keep moving, and how that works. So, and I just try to be cautious of how I used and the words that I use. So, and that's just my
I love it. Y'all, we've had wordsmithers in the building today, which are some of my favorite things because I love words. You know I love words because I do my acronyms. And it take me a minute because I really am thoughtful about what I say and how it matches what I want to talk about and how people can remember and really use it. And so it's a blessing to hear people say, oh my God, you helped me. Like I had a street guy, just like a hood guy, say to me, you saved somebody's life that day you talked about anger, because I was going to hurt somebody that day. And you got talking about how anger really at its core is that your feelings are hurt. And he said, I didn't even realize that. And you was right. And he started to deal with that instead of with aggression. So I really love what I do. I love how God uses me. Black, tell people how they can find you.
Facebook, BLK Smith. And that's about it. I mean,
You don't do Instagram?
No, I don't do media.
Well, why do you do Facebook?
That's to be able to talk to my mom and my family and stuff like that.
That is so funny. You don't have a website?
No. But, if you need clean outs and things like that, you can hit me at gblacksmith@gmail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A clean out?
Yeah, preservation work, blight removal, stuff like that.
Oh, nice. Okay, we got to get the flyers and put them out there. Okay. How people can find you?
You can find me anywhere that is social at Higher Thought ENT. The ENT isn't just entertainment; it's etymology and truth. So Higher Thought ENT or higherthoughtent.com as well.
Wow. Well, y'all know what I say here every week. I want you to spend this week saying something positive to yourself, about yourself. Your words have power, but they start with what you think. So make sure you're thinking positively about you, your situation, the people around you. If you think high, high is coming back at you. I'll see you next week.